Hello everyone, my name is Mayorov Nikita, I am International Grandmaster, and in this video I will show you how to play against the Slav Defense. The Slav Defense is a chess opening for black. It characterized by the moves d4, d5, c4, c6. This defense is played by many strong GM of the past and present. For example, Kramnik used the Slav in 6 of his 8 games with black during this World Chess Championship match against Topalov. Okay, and what to do? What to do? Okay, and I recommend you to play knight c3. The idea of this move, what is the difference between knight c3 and knight f3? And why in this position uh, I prefer to play knight c3. I recommend you to play this move. The reason that after knight f3, for example, knight f6, and here knight c3, there is d takes e4. And what concerns me, I don't like this line, and I prefer uh, to avoid this line with white. And what to do in this position. And if you play knight f3, knight f6, the alternative for white is e3. But here, after bishop f5, so I think that to play bishop f5 is the main idea in the Slav defense. And for white, uh, it's better uh, to avoid this move. And for this reason, I start this position with knight c3, knight f6, and here very important moment, instead of knight f3, in most of the games I played e3. And now if black plays bishop f5, white plays c takes d5, c takes d5, and now queen b3. And what to do? So if b6, I play bishop b5, check. The problem with this pawn, for example, bishop d7, knight d5, bishop d5, and queen d5 check. And white is winning. Queen c8, knight d5. And this is the idea of this move order for white. a6 is the main move in this position, but also there is a6, Chebanenko variation, and g6, Schlechter system. And against a6, I recommend you to play queen c2. The idea of this move is to stop bishop e5 against b5, b3, and bishop g4. And now knight g2, e6, knight g3, and after knight b7, g3, take. And white has a long-term advantage because of bishop pair. So white is slightly better here. White has a small but stable, long stable edge. So against Chebanenko, I recommend you to play queen c2. But against g6, I think that knight f3 and bishop e2, and this is position is slightly better for white. For example, bishop g4, c takes d5. Again, it's very important in Slav, this idea for white. What to do with this pawn? g6, example, h3. And again, white has slightly better position due to the bishop pair. So e3, e6. This is the main line. Knight f3, knight bd7. This is the name of this variation for black is Miran variation, and this is one of the main and one of the most popular defenses for black against d4. And the main idea of black is to play dtx c4, then b5, and then black has two plans. First, bishop b7 with the idea to play b4 and then c5, and the other plan is a6 with the idea to play c5. And for white, I recommend you to play queen c2. This system is called anti-Miran variation, and the idea that so now this move is not useful because white win very important tempo. And the main idea for black is to play bishop d6, bishop e2, take. And here black has a lot of options. Sorry, no, in this position, the main option is dtx e4. But of course, there is e5. But after e5, after ctx d5, ctx d5, knight b5, dtx e5, knight d5, and b3, and white is slightly better due to the isolated pawn. And b6, white has e4. Sure, and bishop f4. And again, white has a small advantage here. Unfortunately for white, it's very difficult to get a big advantage in Slav defense because Slav defense is one of the best openings for black. Okay, bishop d6, bishop e2, d takes c4, and bishop c4. And now b5, one of the most popular moves, and the white has two options. First, bishop d3, and bishop e2 is the second option. So, and here is the position is very complicated, and there are a lot of theoretical variation here. And probably in the next videos, I will cover these very interesting lines. So what else? What else? Also there is a dtx e4, and here I recommend you to play e3, e5, and now e4, and now knight b1. Very interesting move. And the idea that after knight, for example, knight f6, sorry, bishop e6, queen c2, knight f6, bishop take, queen d5. So queen d5, and let me this move. Knight e2 and knight b3, bishop d2, knight e2, rook c1, and white has a small advantage in this endgame.